I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight. Now, have we got any visitors tonight? Now, if you'd like to introduce yourself and maybe what car you drive.
Hi, I'm Sammy and I drive a 2005 VX 120 Prado.
Beautiful. Well done. Now we go on with the President's Report. Now, there's been a couple of things. We've got what's happening this week. We've got Cruisacana happening next weekend. And we've also got, later on, we've got Matt Lilly's got a pretty exciting announcement to make. So I'll leave that for him to sort of introduce. Next, we've got the Special Events Report.
Just a quick one tonight. We do have a special event. It's next week. We do have a special event. It's next week, which is Aussie's Disposal's first birthday. We're looking for a couple of members to help out. There will be discounts for everyone that's going. They're from 20 to 50% off. They're one of our sponsors for Cruisacana, so we thought we'll say, yeah, no worries, we'll do it. We just had a special event at Mornington ARB. Was okay. Couple of members potentially signed up. We got some opportunities from Red Arc and a battery manufacturer that will come and do talks. So we got that too as well. So, and we got the proposal for next year's 4x4 show. So the contract. So we'll look into that in the future because I've got to put that into the budget. That's about it. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Next, we've got our marketing report, and we've got on Zoom, we've got Matt Lilly.
Evening, everybody. Just a short one from me tonight, just covering off what we've done over the last sort of month. I just want to point out some interesting information. Everything else has been covered, I think, but the marketing team have taken over the outward-facing Facebook page. And so what we're trying to do there is grow engagement. And one of the interesting stats we get out of the dashboard out of Facebook is the age brackets of our followers. So it breaks down to about 20% for each of the following age brackets. So 25 to 34, 35 to 44, and 45 to 54. So that's quite interesting that 60% of our followers are from those age brackets. I think that's a good, healthy sign. Peter alluded to the fact that we have something coming up, and we do. So I received a phone call last week from Toyota. They're having a visitor come out from Japan, and this visitor is the Deputy Chief Engineer by the name of Minoru Takayama. I hope I got that right. So he is the Deputy Chief Engineer of Toyota, but he is a Chief Engineer on the 300 series and the new Prado series platform. So as most people might know, they share the same chassis. So yeah, he's the head guy for that. So he's popping out to Australia. He saw the videos on the Prado and he was really impressed with the property. So he's asked if he could come to see the property. What we'd like to do is create an event here. So we've put a submission into the committee. That's just still going through its process. Once that's all determined, we'll issue the proper advertisements through Weekend Wrap and Facebook and advertise it for members. What we're hoping to do is hold the event where he comes in, meets members, a few members, predominantly Prado and 300 series vehicles if we can, but I think having a few older vehicles would be great, especially if they're in showroom style condition. So this is all to happen on Sunday, the 10th of November. Now it's the day after the ladies mechanical weekend, which I'm sure Craig will talk about later. So anyone that's on that already booked for that weekend or for that Saturday, if you'd like to stay over when we open up nominations, just put your application in on Wild Apricot. But further details will follow. We're looking at doing a barbecue for lunch, taking this gentleman around the property, showing him the vehicle and what it can do. Members can join us. You can chat to him and you can chat to the people from Toyota as well. So if you're interested in that, keep your eye out over the next weekend. And Weekend Wrap, it should be out in there. So, yeah, bit of good news. So I think that's a coup for the club. I know most people, if you know anything about the Toyota engineers, they're considered like very prestigious or almost like demigod status within Toyota. So that's really a big coup for the club that no other clubs are getting. So, yeah, good news.
Thanks, Matt.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. moving right along, we've moved right on to the Cruisacana report. Amanda's busy up at Yark, I believe, and we've got the very able Gareth to give us a rundown.
Hi all. We're nearly here. We've got 24 cars going round this weekend. All stations are go over the weekend. For this weekend, there looks like there's going to be a little bit of rain coming in on Friday. By that, I mean Noah's bringing his ark, but that's just going to make the events a little bit more fun. For those who've been up at Yark, you'll see that a lot of the events have been changed up this year. So hopefully the water will make it a bit fun. The only thing it might impact is the night drive, but I've spoken to Sharon about that. We've got things in place to play around with that. I'd like to firstly thank everyone who came up over the weekend from both the Cruisacana team and our very own Yark maintenance team. We've set up a lot more this year earlier than we've ever done before, I've been told. So we literally have a few things left to do Thursday, Friday with the team up there, and we're ready to go. On the 1,000,001 trips I did up Latimer's on the weekend, I got to see a lot of the property, and the property is looking amazing this time of year. We had members out cutting the grass. We had members out taking, how many, Gordon? 15, 16 trailer loads of rubbish down to be burnt. Well, when I say rubbish, Bergen. Where is he? He's not listening. So the property's looking amazing from that. And I'm hoping that all our guests will see that when we show it off over the weekend. The raffle has now come to a close online, but there will be last minute tickets, I've been told, available up at Yark over the weekend. So if anyone's not doing anything, $15 at the gate will get you into Cruisacana. So come up and watch it. It's just a fee to come through the gate. You'll follow our marshals. I'll park you there, but come up and have a great weekend. And hopefully you can come and enjoy the amazing event we've put together for the last 9 months. Now, please enjoy a video from the highlights of Cruisacana 2019.
Thank you. Can I please have your white form you just received at the front gate?
Ready for the big timber challenge?
Of course.
Great. You're going to give him confidence to get it right? You are. Good. All right. Enjoy. You guys ready for the timber challenge? Absolutely. You are? What tips are you going to give him to going up there?
Take it easy, slow.
Take it easy. Take it easy. All right.
There you go, Loz.
So how was your first event, guys?
Well, traction control didn't quite live up to the expectation. We got stuck with the reverse bus.
So
That I think was a pretty clean run.
but hopefully your navigator who's going to be second driver will do a better job.
Well, yeah,
No, hang on, excuse me. He said obviously. Did you hear that?
I
Obviously.
did, but you know, he likes to talk.
Okay. So is she a good navigator?
I don't know yet. We just started.
Okay. Let's see if you're still friends at the end.
Yeah, down there, left, past Laurie on the left.
Hello. I think we better stop him.
You stop there, Michael.
I think I just killed something, did I?
So how do you think you went, Michael?
Better question.
First time at Cruisacana? So you're going to beat the old boy or what? Hey?
Bloody oh.
Really? Good. Show him up. How'd you go, Andrew?
Yeah, great.
Good? Was he a good navigator? Always like to film these.
Glasses.
What?
My daughter's glasses, child
Okay.
glasses. Oh, look at that.
So how's your navigator going there, Heath? Doing a great job?
Give it a go, go. Go around again. Go around again.
Brian, how do you think you went?
We win lots of
Hang on,
places we shouldn't
hang on,
have
hang
gone.
on. Are you two still talking?
I haven't said a word.
Yes, I do see you went places where you weren't supposed to go. And what do you think of the navigation trial?
Never again. Never again. A little tricky. A little tricky.
Okay. So who struggled more, the navigator or the driver?
The navigator.
You've injured one of the cones, Michael. What have you got to say about that?
Oh, did I? Speak to my navigator.
Oh, James. Would you like a longer arm, Alison? So how do you think you went, Dulcie? It was
pretty shit, I say.
Yeah.
Can I introduce you some water?
So how'd you go?
Well,
Pretty good, but it was
first one, the dashboard copped it.
It was concentrating so hard.
Yeah.
So what happened there? A little thing like you touching the rope, I wouldn't have to expect that.
Because we had to stay within the blue lines, which are very faint to see.
You have no confidence in your driver the way you're dressed.
I have plenty of confidence, I'm just a realist.
Jeez, they're letting off a lot of hot air in there.
So if we go down this hill, we'll end up in the lorry.
So Simon, you're booking some new brake pads on Monday, are you? Can we quote the marshal on that term? More tinier? We thought that was brilliant. Hey, well done. Whoa. So the pressure's on for Simon then?
Oh, I know, mate. I don't care if that was half.
This Heath, is it? No, this Heath. Going great guns, Heath.
Oh, it is.
Well done. Well done.
You're gonna go for a splash, go for a splash. It's still going back
Still
in.
pouring back in.
Really? Okay.
It'll take half an hour for the water to get back in there.
The trouble is I didn't bring a vehicle big enough to take it home.
Hello, Mr. President, and how are you going?
Very well, thank you.
Having a good time tonight?
Oh, excellent.
Well done. Good effort. And how's our friend from Toyota going, Sam?
Very well.
Glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you can make it. Great.
First place.
This is what we're after.
Someone wants to know what was standing on top of the hill.
Yeah, they said, what's your name? Who are you? I said, I'm not telling you.
What is it that you do that no one else does on the balance beam?
I've got a magnet, you know that.
A magnet.
Sticks to me as
shoved up his bum.
car.
Next, we'll move on to the Yark Management Report. And we've got Dale McCurdy's they rotate them month by month, and it's Dale's turn to come up and give his report. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. So this is the September maintenance construction weekend. We've just completed the August one, but someone will do that next month. Sorry, October, sorry. So we had 77 plus attending the weekend. It was comprising of 22 plus 2 new members. We had 50 for the adventure weekend, comprising of 25 adults and 25 children. So the place was really screaming on a Friday and Saturday nights. Saturday morning was pretty standard. We had Brian and Gary Holt kick off the briefing. Mid-morning there was 2 CFA fire trucks attending, plus the CFA Koala. There was a gentle little reminder from the captain there that the fire burning down the gully needs to be rang in about. So that was taken care of. On the firewood collecting side, there was 7 plus good trailer loads of wood collected and split. Both bunkers are now full, and they were full when we got there last weekend. Additionally, there was some prep work done by Billy and Eamon for the chainsaw course. And that was conducted 2 weeks ago, and that was very successful. There was 11 new members receiving their or getting their ticket for cutting. On the breezeway pump, unfortunately, it wasn't pumping so well during the previous months, and Gary Cooper came up and tweaked it up a bit to increase the head, and now the flow is much better. And on the case of the Birch Hut pump, got replaced with a new high flow pump to increase the flow and fill rates for the 2 cisterns and basins down there. So there was some mowing on Garvers Gully carried out by Richard Stock with his 0-turn lawnmower, and now it's looking spectacular. It's almost like a golf course fairway. We could put a tee down the end. Mike and Brett went round the campsites and identified and labelled the campsites for the Cruisacana event to make it easier for people to find their spots. And the second gate got replaced. The post was rotted out, and Fred and Margaret and Tony Swidden went down there and replaced that. I'll skip the Cruisacana bit that's already been talked about. Tony Swidden did turn up and tuned up the balance beam ready for the event. One of the original creators of that event. There was one small accident that occurred, and the call went out to the first aid team who were working remotely, and there was a rapid response, an excellent response by the new and the old first aiders. Brenda's pointed out that whenever anyone accesses the first aid box, to please let Brian know so that the items can be replaced. Apart from that, the property is looking absolutely fantastic, as already alluded to by previous speakers. Thank you everyone who attended, and we look forward to seeing you on the next event. It's a great social event. We get to play with all the toys, and yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Dale. Now we go on, we'll move on, keep moving, and we've got a trips report now with Viv Gardner on Zoom.
Hi, everyone. Please excuse my side view. I've got to read what I've written down. I can't remember. I'm getting old. On behalf of my committee, I'd like to thank all of our trip leaders who volunteer their time to organise, list and run trips for our members to enjoy. Without their ongoing commitment and support, we wouldn't have any club trips to go on. Since our last meeting, 8 trips have been completed, and we still have many trips listed, and some have vacancies. They are Wombat Lurdy-Durg Adventure with David and Linda Holsgrove, the Lejo Kurioski, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Weekend in the Otways with Graham Innes and Veronica Vermeulen, Thornton to Blackspur, Bacchus Marsh to Dalesford, Avon River Mount Wellington with James Clark, and Veronica Vermeulen's put on her Anglesey Ladies Drive again. Yes, ladies, it's your. And we have One Team, One Dream, a trip leader trip. It's a great weekend for the new trip leaders who haven't run trips yet to join in with current active trip leaders, get some tips on how to run trips and have some fun, and that is with Warren and Anita Sprigg. To apply for any of these trips, please go either to the website, the Wild Apricot Members app, which is very good, or the club Facebook page, where under the featured section, you'll find a link that'll take you direct. Look for the trip leader's smiling face, click on it and register for the trip. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you.
Thanks, Viv. Moving on, we'll go now to the driver training report with Veronica Vermeulen on Zoom.
Thanks, Peter. I don't have much to report for this meeting. I spoke at the last meeting about the last EA that we've done in September. We've got our October theory night coming up next Tuesday and the practical weekend next Saturday. We still have 1 or 2 spots vacant. So if anybody once again has their car ready, whether it's new members or whether there's anybody that wants to do a refresher course, we have some spots available for both October and November. At the moment, we're working on our dates for next year, which are nearly completed. So hopefully we'll have those shortly. But other than that, nothing else to report. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Veronica. Now we move on to, we've got the education report with Craig Weiner, I believe.
Good evening, everybody. I've got a few slides to share with you, including a few photos. And because I'm facing this way, I can't see anything. So I'll have to turn around occasionally, and then you won't hear me if I keep talking. We just finished our chainsaw course last weekend. We had 12 enthusiastic people come along to the chainsaw course. They paid their $490 each out of their own pocket. Quite a significant investment, but what you get for that weekend is first class. We have people from Four Wheel Drive Victoria that Ian Hasty has been running that course for, I think he said 25 or 30 years. And it's to do with maintaining a chainsaw, teaching you how to sharpen the chain, make sure that it's running beautifully the whole time, and also clearing felled trees. So it's not about cutting trees down. You have to do these two courses before you are eligible to do that other course if you want to be able to cut trees down. Four Wheel Drive don't run that course. That's outsourced to somebody else. But it's a combination of theory on the Friday night and then 2 pretty much full days. The rain came late on Saturday, but they'd already done about 7 hours worth of tree cutting by then because we started at 7:30 in the morning. So it was a fantastic weekend. And the next slide shows you the graduates who will be happy to put their hand up and help out on Yark maintenance weekends. But yep, there's some pictures of people doing the theory course on the Friday night. This was the maintenance section, how to maintain your chainsaw. This was how to rip timber. So this apparently is a much more difficult skill. Instead of cutting across the grain, you're cutting with the grain. If you're ever thinking of building a log cabin, you need to master this skill. And apparently it's not easy. So we had a good mix of people. We had a couple of ladies in the class as well. And they all did really well and graduated at the end of the weekend. And this next one is the list of graduates. So wanted to say well done to those people that graduated. Just before this meeting, we had 30 people crammed into the room next door, and we did our first pre-monthly meeting seminar. So it was on Starlink, which was really well attended. It was a great opportunity to hear about the latest developments in Starlink. Wanted to thank Mark Fenton and Mav Cruz, who both put on a really nice seminar for us. There was an opportunity for questions. I have the slides, so all those people that attended, I can send the slides to. If anyone here wasn't able to attend but would like to look at the slides, drop me a line and I'll send them to you, because there's lots of really up-to-date information about Starlink, what are the various options, costs, that sort of thing right now. So we're hoping to do more of these seminars prior to this meeting, not every month, but maybe every second or so month. So if you have ideas or you want to volunteer to put on one of these seminars, please come and let me know or drop me an email. Maybe some of you don't know this, but about 17 years ago, Trax Horton, John Mills and Trax's son made up markers that had GPS coordinates, and they were placed, about 30 of them, in different parts of the Yark property. Unfortunately, the materials they used were the top of jam tins and painted on. And we decided, well, Trax knew that they weren't going to last forever. So he had new ones made up out of colour bond with engraving on them. So a couple of weekends ago, he and I went around and found the places where those markers used to be. And out of the 30, there were only 2 left that were actually visible because they were just hammered into a tree, and the tree basically grew and pushed the nail out, or the nail rusted, or the little sign. So now we now have 30 new markers that look like this bottom one here. That top one there is one of the originals that was put up 17 years ago, one of the few that's still remaining. But we now have 30 of those there. And something else you may not know, but there was a folder sitting in the Hilton at the Ark that had a whole bunch of cards that had the GPS coordinates for each one of the 30 markers. And if you wanted to, you could go and grab those cards, map out an itinerary, and then go and find them to practice your navigation skills. Well, we're going to use this as an exercise after the HEMA mapping course in a few weeks' time, and we'll use those markers then, and then they'll be available for anyone in the club that wants to run their own little practice session as well. So well done to Trax Horden for putting those things together again, and we've now reinstated them. Here's a list of the courses which we still have between now and the end of the year. So we have a club website navigation Zoom, which Laurie is kindly going to put on for us in a couple of weeks' time. We've got 7 or 8 people that have signed up for that. So if you're feeling a bit hazy about where to find things on the website, how to register for courses or trips or anything like that, Laurie's going to go through that with you. We've also got that planned for the 19th of November as a pre-monthly meeting seminar. But at the moment, we only have 2 people that are registered for that. So if there's not a significant number, if we don't get at least half a dozen, we probably won't go ahead with that. So we'll make a call on that before that Zoom meeting, so that the people registered, and I know one of them's here in the room, we'll let you know to register for the Zoom course instead. We still got a couple of places left for the ladies' basic maintenance course. The HEMA mapping course is nearly full, but there's probably enough. We could squeeze 1 or 2 more in. So please take note of the dates and come along to any course that you feel that you want to get involved in. So any questions? Thank you very much.
Thanks, Craig. We're going to go to a 10-minute break now.
So, morning everyone, and here is the final leg on the trilogy of trips. It's going to be changed because we can't do Chambers Pillar because the road's closed.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So it's 465.
Oh, get it right, will you? Scare the pants off us and then go, oh, sorry.
And at 200, you don't care.
Any people? Nancy and I are going to come in, mate. We'll almost smoke a cup of tea. Anyone on the binge track? Mark the corner, please. Copy that. Charlie, right. Thank you, Charlie. Welcome to the Northern Territory. I recommend it. No, he's gone, mate. Out of our hands.
Morning, Nancy. You two looked very tiny up on that dune.
Yeah, we saw you up.
Yes.
Oh, I
we
tell
saw
you what, I was puffing and panting.
No mouse poo. Yet. Yet.
Yes, day 2. It's day 2. Okay. Mix and match trip. 290, just under 290 k's into Alice Springs.
Yeah, keep going. Thanks, Steve. All good. Charlie, the gate is open. Steve, do you think your dash cam is getting the badges?
I sure hope so.
Checking the radar over here.
There's tens of thousands. Oh, off they go. Yeah, I know. Here we go, boys and girls. This is the Hay River track.
Morning.
This is the Hay River track. Great scenery, very heavily corrugated track. There's a pair of glasses here.
You only just noticed that.
Well, it's the first time I've been around this side.
There's bears. Wait on coming back.
No, rear right's just spinning. Winch time.
This is where negotiations
Well done, Peter. Good digging there, mate.
Sorry.
Go, you're right.
Sorry.
You're right. You're right. Go, go, go. Beautiful. He's out.
Morning, everyone. Morning. We're going out to the lake this morning. It's 10 k's out, 10 k's back. So we're coming back here. So if you didn't want to come, you can sit with the boys. Otherwise,
I think we're all coming.
I think we go.
Morning, Karen. Morning, Peter.
Just trying to get flies out.
Yeah, I know that. Know that feeling. Morning, Marshall. There you go, bro.
I fly with my little fly, something beginning with flies.
There's too many flies around here. Well, no, I will.
How are you?
See, TL has to cop this shit.
Do you want flies with that? Or what? Well, morning everyone. I'm being tail end Charlie today, so I can take some photos. Totally selfish. Marshall's going to take the trip down to Popels.
That way.
Yeah, keep the sun on your left this morning, mate. Yeah.
Thank you, southbound Hay River track.
Mac is on.
Thank you, Macca.
it had to be either a glove on a stick or hanging off a tree, one or the other.
Close enough.
And it's not on our map, as in it says the glove.
Well, mine does.
Yeah, Charlie, when you get to the big lake, mate, just see a little sign points to Hotel Corner. Well, the dingo tracks this morning. I had one howling last night.
Bloody was that?
Morning, Steve. How are you? Yeah, so this morning,
great fire.
as per Macca, we're going south down Knowles.
Oh, you haven't changed. You haven't changed the
We're
plans.
going south, mate.
No change?
Listening.
No
listening,
changes?
Listening. South down Knowles.
No
We'll
changes?
Stop at the Knowles, and then we're going down the WA line, and we're going to turn right and head west on the WA line.
Charlie rolling. Thank you, Charlie.
What was that about reverse gear?
Never used.
What was never used?
Reverse.
Reverse. Everybody else did.
Whisper party.
Go! Yes!
Somebody
That was rather good.
magnificent.
That's 5k from Vertical. Thank you, Eastbound. Westbound at Vertical.
Okay, first of all, we're going to have the webmaster report with Laurie Miles.
Hi, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your 10-minute break. Caught up with all your friends. We are having some major issues at the moment with OneDrive, uploading photos. We don't know what the problem is. I am having daily emails back and forward with Microsoft. They maintain that we're doing everything wrong, and I maintain this. So I actually take a video of what's actually happening, and they said, "Oh, you can see what's happening. We don't know why it's happening." So if you are trying to upload, please just wait a few days. Hopefully I can get it resolved so that you can. I know that the OneDrive for Cruzicana is working fine. Is that right, Gareth? Is Gareth? Yeah. Oh, you've moved. Okay. Yeah, you're telling me it's working fine. So registering for Zoom. I'm going to make a comment. There seems to be people that don't know how to register for Zoom for this meeting. I keep getting emails. I don't know how to do it. I don't know whether these people don't read Weekend Wrap, don't look on the website, but we will certainly cover that in the website discussion as to where you find that you can actually go and register for the month. So you can either register for this meeting here at Dandenong, or you can register for Zoom. But I had two emails today. How do I do it? So I said to one guy, look in Weekend Wrap, and he went, "Oh, I haven't got that anymore." So that's life. So Craig mentioned about the information sessions on the website. Yes, there's a lot of people don't understand we have two websites, and often when you're on it, you get thrown in the other one. You don't even realize that that's what the process is. Part of that is to explain to you where you are and what you're trying to achieve. Sharon asked me to mention, we went through the trips before, but we should also mention there is a club activity. Sharon's taking a group to Narby View. Where are you going, Sharon? You were sitting there. Okay. And I don't know how you're going. Are you still got places available to go to? I thought there was one or two places left. So
Yeah.
yeah.
There's still some spots left. Narber View is in Buxton, and even if it is full, I can extend it because it's not actually a driving trip. We're actually at a venue. So it's at just out of Buxton. We'll be there helping out the owners to keep the wildlife shelter alive, and we'll be helping by feeding the animals, breaking up leaves, putting fresh water out for the wombats and possums. And she's got a sugar glider there and a ringtail possum and other types of wildlife as well. But you can get all close up and personal with them. Thank you very much.
Right. Thanks, Sharon. The last thing I wanted to mention was with our trips, when we actively encourage you to take pictures, we would like you, if possible, to take more video if you can. The reason I mention that is when Alison does the Geelong report, she's going to introduce you to the Yark Kids Day, Adventure Day at Yark. Steve McAdam filmed that, and he also edited it. And it's probably I think it's one of the best videos I've seen for a while. And the reason is because it's predominantly all video. You're getting the capture of the kids' expression as they're doing things. And then you hear the sirens coming up towards the Hilton. And then suddenly we've got a picture of the flashing lights and the sirens. And then you've got the kids shooting the hose and all that stuff. I just think that really makes a video. The Cruiser Kana video I did earlier, you would have noticed the majority of that was video. And I think if you can get that sort of going between you and the people on your trip and get a couple of the jokes that are going on the trip. It really is. That's what makes it really exciting. So I encourage people when they're taking pics on their trip, try and push the video on your camera. But can I suggest that when you do it, most of you, I find, take video like that. Can we try and take it into landscape? That way it goes much better on the big screen in landscape. If you go that way, all we do is get black lines down both sides and you've got a little picture in the middle. So I know it's hard to remember, but that's the way. Any questions before I go? Everyone happy? That's good. Thank you.
Thanks, Laurie. Now we go on. We've got a Zoom report on the national gathering by Tony Bryant.
Good evening. I'm standing in for Mike Martin. He's on his way back from Queensland, so he just asked me to give a bit of an update. Everything is going well. All of the interstate clubs have paid their deposits, have taken up their full allocation of spaces, and are chomping at the bits to try and get some more. So all of the TLCCV or Victorian people have paid their deposits, and we've had a couple pull out for various reasons. So those spaces will now become available to the interstate clubs close to Christmas. So it's all going well. Everything's the organisation is under control, and we're just looking forward to it happening, and it's going to be a great week. So for those who are coming along, I'm sure you'll have a good time. So plenty of trips and lots of activities, and that's pretty much it. Thanks, Pete.
No, thanks, Tony. Thanks for that report. Now we're sort of going to have now just a short report on four-wheel drive by Eric Bishop.
Short report's a good one. So there you go. Not much is happening. We've had the AGM, and then our next board meeting is Thursday. So, one thing is we have a meeting with the Minister of Environment next week, where DECA have already been worded up. The DECA have put in a good report for us, so we're going to hit them up for some money. We've just got to see how much we can get, but that's about it. That's where we are at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Now we're moving on to the Geelong report, and after that's done, Alison will introduce the video on the Yark Adventure Weekend.
We had a great weekend for the Yark Adventure Day, and thanks to everyone who did come along. Great big thanks to Eamon, Gary, Mark for leading the evening walk with all the children. And Kelvin and Greg did a wonderful job. Couldn't do without them. It was a very busy weekend with all the children, asking lots of questions, but it all went well. And a huge thanks to Steve McAdam for doing the video, which we'll show you in just a moment. We're here Geelong this evening at the Geelong West Town Hall, and we have a social on Sunday, 27th of October. We've got a barbecue or picnic at Bunjil's Lookout in Maud, which has been just voted for tonight. So we'd love you to come along. It's not too far out of the way for anyone to come from Melbourne. So please don't hesitate to book in. That'll be up online soon. So thanks, Peter. And yeah, great video from Steve. Thank you again. And thanks for everyone for coming up with a great weekend at Yark. And I'll let you put the video on now. Thanks, Laurie.
Have a great time, guys.
Get together, everyone.
Look out for the jumpers.
Generally, you do see something, either an owl or a bloody possum.
Yeah, well, they're hearing us and nicking off.
Yeah, true. They do this, they get their answers, you know, scratch, scratch, scratch.
Ready or not? Here I come.
Ready or not, here I come.
Put that on.
Hey, was that cool? Did you like that?
Hi. You can help me with the soil. You just want to squish it all so it's all nice and soft like that. Rub it between your hands. So it's all soft. Would you like some gloves?
None of the gloves.
But did they not fit you? It's okay, it's just soil, isn't it? And you can wash your hands later.
The whole bucket?
Yeah, just very quietly and very slowly so it gets a chance to go into the plant's roots. That's for lunchtime. You ring it.
Don't do that. Don't shove it in.
Around in a circle.
Around it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, like that.
Even big kids can come too.
That's called a mycorrhiza, and it grows in the ground and it connects all the different roots of the plants together. So if you pop that in there,
Great.
You got butter, do another two of butter.
How many jaffles have you made today?
I've lost count after the first half a dozen.
How many do you reckon you've done? 20?
Maybe.
More?
Maybe.
Dessert time. Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Let me check it. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Thanks again, Steve. And look, a big thanks, I forgot, to Pam Beecham, because Pam jumped in and did the dishes for us. And by the end of that, the kitchen was a bit messy. So Pam did a beautiful job. Thank you again, Pam. And thanks everyone for coming along and supporting it.
Thanks, Alison. Was a really good video, Laurie. Yeah. All right, we're just about ready to wrap up the meeting, and the next monthly meeting will be held here at Dandenong on Tuesday, the 19th of November at 7 p.m. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for coming.